Good afternoon, beauties. Kind of a quick tip because Lauren's video made a light bulb go off, and I have a couple girls that are asking in my chats what I did, but Lauren, she touched base on Periscope and following the tag team. This morning, I went back to an old broadcast because actually Michelle, she's like, Chelsea, did you see the one on Booking? Because usually I watch them every morning whenever they're on. So I went back and watched it and was enjoying my coffee. And they were talking about the top 3 things to help you get bookings. They had some awesome ideas. One of the ideas, it was called the Lucky Duck game. Now, this they usually use for like in-home parties, but this month is very, very busy for me. So to get an in-home party in, it's not going to happen. So I recreated the Lucky Duck game. And I'll post the picture down in the comments if you all want to use it. It just says who wants to be a lucky duck. And then all it does is it just has numbers. Now, I did 10 on there because that was my goal, was to book 10 parties, get 10 qualifying parties for the month. That was my own personal goal. So I just went ahead and did 10 on there. It blew up. I didn't expect it. Like, I was hoping everyone would have just picked one each, but that was my fault. I didn't write there that it was just one per person. But in the same sense, it's okay because I went ahead and sent them the same thing. Because sometimes you'll have people you might send that to and the booking might fall through or they might just not be interested. But what I did was they would pick whatever their number was. I'm giving additional credits to my hostess. Anywhere between, I have like 20, 25, and 30. And then out of the 10, I have one lucky girl who is going to get $50 extra in product credit. I want to spoil my hostess this month. We should spoil our hostess, especially considering they're taking their time out to help us because parties are our bread and butter. So we really need to be thankful for our hostesses that come to us and allow us to grow our business and, let us take over for however long that you wind up doing your party, and get to interact with their friends and tell them about our products and everything like that. So it was awesome. My goal was to book 10. I need 10 qualifying parties. Now, just because they're booked doesn't mean they're qualified, but I want 10 qualifying parties for this month. Guess what? I posted that while my little man was laying on me sleeping. He was napping. I booked all 10 parties within like the first half hour. Yep. And I'll post also below the verbiage that I used that I sent to them. What I wound up doing, because I noticed in the past, whenever I book parties, I'm like, okay, you give me a date this month. All right, guess what? There's 31 days in a month. That can get kind of overwhelming. And then for you as the presenter, it can get overwhelming for you too, because you might have a party start on Tuesday, then a party start on Thursday, and then a party start on Friday, and you're all over the place, okay? And then it starts to become a headache. So what I did, I'm starting all my parties on Wednesdays. So I took every Wednesday for the month. I think it was like the 9th, the 16th, the 23rd, and the 30th. And I'm booking between 3 to 4 parties. If, that whole week's already booked for the 4, then whenever I send them what dates I have available, I don't include that. That way I can keep track. I'm starting 3 to 4 parties the same day, and that way I can kind of keep the flow of everything. With that, what you can wind up doing, you don't have to do the 10-day parties. They'll be open for 10 days, but what you can do is you can do the 5-day parties. I talked to another presenter and she suggested this too. So that means if you're going to start at Wednesday, and I'm getting off track. I'll go back to this. If you wind up doing a 5-day party, okay, so that's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then if you want to, some ladies don't like to work Saturdays and Sundays. My parties are usually bumping on the weekends. So Saturday, Sunday. So there's your 5 days. Okay. Then you can post in there that the party's been extended and they still have time to order. So that way it doesn't overlap with each other. Does that make sense? Because then you're going to start a whole new set of parties that following Wednesday. See what I mean? That way it doesn't get overwhelming. Things don't get confusing. Make it easy. Make it simple for you. Make it simple for your hostesses. Before, whenever I was, like I said, saying, okay, pick a date, and I would never get a response back, but I'm like, okay, I have this day, this day, this day, and this day open. Which would you like? And they instantly, they're like, okay, Chelsea, I want September 9th. Okay, Chelsea, book me for September 23rd. And that was it. That was it. So, but what I'm also doing this time around, I'm putting together hostess packets. I have one party going on this week, so I'm going to actually spend this week. That's why I didn't start booking my parties until the following week, and this is just personal preference. That way I can be a week ahead sending out my hostess packets. So I'm going to get my hostess packets together. We got to coach our hostesses. We have to coach them so they know what to do. They can't just be in this party and not do anything, because their friends need to hear from them. They need to see the excitement that the hostess is having, because we're trying to earn free products for her. To me, I'm just another salesperson. Okay. So, hostess packets is what I'm doing. And that was pretty much one of the big things, that Lucky Duck game. It was awesome. It was for in-home. What they did was that, have you guys ever seen the game where they actually have the ducks and you pick them? And she actually had like amounts, dollar amounts written on the bottom. And then they would book their party there. But like I said, I can't do in-home parties this month. I just can't. I have way too much traveling, especially whenever it comes to the weekend. So bless Unique for being able to have online parties. So I just redid it so I could do everything online, but it's perfect for in-home parties too. That's a great way. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video now because it's getting pretty long, and I will, I'm going to see maybe if I can copy and paste. If not, like Lauren said, get on Periscope, download that app, and you need to follow the tag team. I can tell you one thing. I have learned some amazing things from them. Oh, Business Ambush. You guys seen me posted in here earlier. That's another good way too. Take in your goodies, take in catalogs, let them play in the makeup and stuff. And it's just a good way. You got to think outside the box of networking. We got to get out of this thought of being spammy. Party with me, do this. We got to get out of that. We got to quit. Got to quit. Okay, so thanks for listening. I'm going to go ahead and end this, or I'm going to keep on rambling. So you guys have a fabulous afternoon. And like I said, I will post the picture below, and I also post the verbiage that I sent to my hostesses. So you guys have a fabulous day. Talk to you later. Bye.